Thanks for stopping in. Today we're going to go over Tin Man by America. I've had requests to do a lesson on this, and I look forward to it because I think Tin Man was one of those songs that everybody tried to play and had fun with because it's not a lot of chords. They're a little adventurous for beginners, but they're definitely chords worth knowing and learning because you can use them in all kinds of songs. And also the main thing about this song is the rhythm feel, the rhythm guitar. And today we're not going to go over teaching you how to play the whole song, and we're not really going to discuss strumming patterns. I really don't feel that the pattern is the necessary element of this kind of song because the feel and the sound is what we're looking for. And we're looking for the techniques that give you that feel and that sound. And then that becomes sort of a pattern, but patterns are variable through these songs. So we're not just going to go over the song, we're going to go over the tools that you can use to make it sound like the original and take a deep dive into the elements you need to learn for this because it's one of those songs that you can get a lot of mileage out in many ways. So let's take that dive into it. First of all, we're going to start with the right hand, the picking or strumming hand. I usually use a medium or lighter gauge pick on acoustic guitar for this kind of song because oftentimes in songs like this, you hear the pick noise on the string, like this, along with the chords. It's a strumming part of it. Tin Man has a shaker playing through the song, which gives that element to it. But also, if you're not using a shaker, you can use your pick to replicate the sound of the shaker and make it sound more like the original. And secondly, I bet the players were both using picks and you could hear them strumming through behind the shaker. So the first thing we're going to go over is the right arm, the elbow, the wrist, and the techniques used for these kinds of songs. It's not a type of pattern. They're always moving the hand. Your right hand is always going to be strumming like that. Never stop. And a lot of it's controlled from the elbow. But there's one other thing you need to know here. On Tin Man, you're only playing these four strings, D, G, B, and A string. Now the chord, the first chord of the main part of the song, not the intro, but the main part, is the G major 7th. And I'm putting it up on the screen here for you to see. It's 4, 3, 2, 1 on strings 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 starting at the 2nd fret is your G major 7th. Okay? Now you're only going to be strumming those four strings. You're going to be muting the A string down here, and you might need to bring the thumb over here, but what you need to learn is zoning with your pick. In other words, sometimes you want to play bass notes, sometimes you want to play top notes, and if you can incorporate that into your strumming, like this. I'm just playing those four strings, the pick starting here and ending here. Without hitting the E and the A string, the pick just goes from here back and forth on those four strings. Now, again, the best thing to do is practice just taking your fingers and gently touching the strings where that chord goes, like that, where see, they're not touching, they're not pushing down against the frets, they're just muting the strings, like this. And then practice with them down. Then mute it, down, then mute them. Just lightly touching the strings but not pushing them down. Now that's how you do it. It's the left hand going up and down with the fingers. Again, I learned this at an early age, and I guess I was lucky to be able to have this kind of song to learn this. So the first chord, G major 7th, that's on the verse part. The second chord is a C major seventh. And I'll put it up on the screen. It's 3 on the 5th fretted D string, second finger on the G string on the 4th fret, pinky on the 5th fret of the B string, and first finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. So, and the same applies here. Try to do it in the muted form. Notice my hand just keeps going. Now the left hand is going to control the frets. And we can slow it down and try. So that's left hand, fretted hand muting that really makes the song happen on that part. And now the chorus goes up here to a C major seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers on the E string 7th fret, B string 8th fret, G string 9th fret, D string 10th fret. So, and that rhythm, again, is controlled by these fingers, not the pick. The pick keeps going. Back to the G. And then the intro and the turnaround is this. It's a C triad, 3rd fret, 1st finger, 5th fret, pinky on the B string, 3rd finger, 5th fret on the G string, but that's with a D in the bass. Now this is a point where I could call it a strumming pattern because it's just dotted 8th notes. And then this chord is like a D seventh, a D in the bass. And again, we're zoning down here, just the bottom 4 strings for the whole song. And that has the 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the G string, 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, pinky on the 5th fret of the E string. So it's, let me get a better vision for you. So it's okay, now I'm going to give you some other little things that add on to this, complicate it a bit more, but also help you with some other things that will help you in playing it. You can take that chord and then at the end of it, pull the 1st finger off. And then go to the C major 7th. And here's a tough one. You put the pinky down here on the 5th fret, and it sounds like this together. Now we're going to take it one level deeper. I'm going to add the bass notes to it. So if you're doing this solo, you can do it with without a bass player. So on the G, you have a G in the bass with your thumb like this. So, and the C major 7th, you do the bar in the 3rd, and the A major 7th form here with the 3rd finger, 5th fret D string, 2nd finger, 4th fret G string, pinky, 5th fret B string, like. little fancier, I can copy the bass line a bit and go down. On the chorus, you've got that C major seventh, but it's really over an A, open A, which makes it actually an A minor seventh, but it's... Now, I had to use the mute on my right hand this time because of that A string, so... So it's da-da-da-da mute. Come down here, you have the B and the bass on that G major seventh. I know I'm pushing you, but these fingers, the G major seventh is still there, but with the B and the bass, so it's open A, there we go. I hope that helped you with the strumming, especially the left hand muting. If you're not familiar with it, you're going to get a lot of use out of it on many songs, in many styles, whether acoustic or electric. That muting of the left hand is important. The muting on the right is important. And I hope you found this lesson helpful. I do have another America song, The Horse with No Name. I'll put in the link below for you to check out that lesson. And some other ones on my channel. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got something out of it. And thank you for visiting, and please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.